All right, well, time now for your Financial Friday segment, and we have top financial advisor Jeff Segelke here. What was your first concert? Do you remember?
First concert, Beach Boys.
Beach Boys!
At the county fair. I was
at the county fair.
8, 9 years old, somewhere in there.
That is great.
Maybe 10.
Rocking the California
Loved it.
girls.
Loved Beach Boys.
Yeah, that is awesome. Okay, we're talking about protecting our assets today.
What are our assets?
Well,
Hopefully you have some, right?
hopefully you have some, yeah. So assets are your stuff. What do you own? Your house, your property, your cars, your money, your investments, your savings, you know, anything you own.
But
is your
speaking of
asset.
cars, you put something really scary right here. This is scary paper.
Yeah.
It says we are all one car wreck away from losing nearly everything we own.
And that's true. And let me tell you a quick story. So a client just came into my office just last week, and she told me a story, and I didn't know about this, but a little while back, her daughter was in an accident, but what happened was a gentleman backed up. She was walking across the street, and he rammed into her. Just ran her over. And she was in the hospital in intensive care for about a month. You know, you can imagine the physical therapy she's going through.
Okay, but I'm going to have
Her daughter
the question
was with her, so
everyone
the
else
trauma
has.
to her daughter as far as
Doesn't
mentally.
insurance cover that?
Well, yes and no. So here's the thing. His auto insurance would cover it, right? But the problem is he only has $50,000 of auto insurance.
Went like that.
That doesn't even cover a couple days in the hospital. Her bills are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably going over $1 million.
So then after that, they go after the driver?
So then they go after the driver.
And then they can attack the house?
They can go after any of your assets, your savings, your money in the bank, you know, your stuff, anything.
So that brings us, how do we protect that?
So this is important. Any of us that could happen to any of us, right? It's an accident.
Yeah.
And, you know, he didn't do it on purpose, but it could happen to you, it could happen to me. So what do? You've got to protect your assets. Now, this could be somebody getting hurt on your property at your home. This could be somebody getting hurt in a car
happens all the
accident.
time. People come over to a party at your house.
Jumping
they
on the
slip, they trip,
trampoline.
Yeah.
You never
They
know
could
what's
break
going
their
on.
neck, and all of a sudden, you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, number one, have plenty of insurance. Check your auto insurance, your homeowner's insurance. Make sure you have plenty. So
I think a lot of times when we're newly married or starting out, you try to get by with the cheapest
you get
possible.
the minimum, right?
Yeah.
And that's what this guy had. You know, $50,000 doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So get those limits up. At least $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, something on
now,
liability insurance.
On a lot of leases, you're required to have higher. Is that like that
That's
amount?
true.
Is that what those are?
A lot of leases require more, so that's a good thing.
probably
I think
good
like
gauge.
$300,000.
Yeah. Okay, what else?
You could also look at getting an umbrella insurance policy. An umbrella insurance policy kind of covers everything liability. So, for example, I have $1 million liability policy. That says if I get in a car accident, I hurt somebody, it's my fault, and I get in trouble, I have $1 million on top of my auto insurance. So if my auto insurance is $400,000 or $500,000, now I've got $1.5 million of insurance. So that helps hopefully pay
That's
a lot of
pretty
bills.
big safety net.
Yeah, so that's one way to protect your assets. The other thing is to structure your assets properly. There's certain types of trusts that can protect your assets. A normal living trust does not protect your assets. So I've had many people say, oh, I'll just put my assets in a trust. I'll put my savings, my investments in a trust. Just putting it into a revocable living trust does not protect you. So there's specific types of trusts that can protect your assets. Also, there's certain types of financial vehicles. 401k money. So money that you have in your 401k here at work, that's protected. That's asset protected.
That's good.
IRAs are protected. Cash value and life insurance is protected. So there's certain vehicles that protect your assets.
So let me ask you this. Are you holding a class on this, or how can people find out more about protecting their assets?
If you'd like to find out more, just give us a call. We have a guide. We'll send you over information on how to protect your assets. If you'd like to talk to me, I'm offering a free consultation. The first 10 people who call today who say they mention Fresh Living and say, hey, I'd like to take advantage of a consultation, whether it's over the phone or in person, we can talk about your situation and figure out how to protect your assets. What thing can you be doing to benefit your situation?
Very
Jeff, thank you
good,
very
yes.
much.
Well, coming up next on Fresh Living,